Mark, very nice job. Mark McMahon on our musical interludes, and I can't call you, you're not a guest, a musical regular here. It's like the bandit, the old Johnny Carson show. Doc Severinsen. Our Doc Severinsen, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Flag News at Noon. I'm Johnny Mack, recently announced candidate for city council, but we try not to make this a political platform for anything I'm trying to promote from here. I wanted to draw your attention to a date that I've seen lately. January 20th, 2009, which has been cropping up. I've seen it on a number of bumper stickers, and that's the last day George Bush is going to be our president. And so I think it's been quite unique. And I want to tie this together because normally we talk about local politics or issues, history of northern Arizona. But I've been reading a guy named Noam Chomsky lately. I don't know. And I saw the book in the, after I read Imperial Life in the Emerald City, which was about the green zone over in Iraq and kind of the real specifics from 2003 to 2005 and mistakes we've made. And then tie that into Noam Chomsky and his call to activism. And even though people individually, feel like maybe I'm not making a difference, but eventually, that collective butterfly flapping, so to speak, the wings really stir the air. And it's time for all of us, in my opinion. I'm not speaking on behalf of the rest of the crew here at Flag News, but I've been well beyond not supporting this war. I think I'm perhaps one of the more conservative folks in the audience as it's gone. I remember I ran against Paul Babbitt. I switched political parties to run as a Republican because there were no candidates. I wouldn't have to run in a primary, and that gave me a longer period of time to build some momentum back in the '96 county supervisor election. But a year and a half ago, I switched parties. Just if I could believe in the Republican Party for anything, it was checkbook Republican, not the socialist issues, but fiscal, financial conservatism as far as less big government, things like that. But boy, the Republican Party really bailed on that with the support of the war and the deficits. The amount of money going out of here is just absurd. And so about a year and a half ago, I changed parties to independent. But boy, it's just time. I hope everybody calls an end to this thing, and it's with this surge that President Bush is trying to move forward on that really. I was watching Keith Oberlin on Countdown on MSNBC. He's really taken it up a whole nother notch. He's doing special commentaries. And when he first talked, early January, when the word was coming out that he was going to talk about additional sacrifice, President Bush was talking about additional sacrifice and some of those things. He ratcheted up a whole 10 notches with his special commentary. And I think that actually, if you can jump into that show, you'll see a lot of momentum building, certainly just on a broad spectrum of news about recognizing it's not going the war is not going well, and people are finally putting on the brakes. I hope that I'm one voice here. Maybe it's too late, although it's never too late. And let me say that the reason it's never too late is on a personal level. One of the things I've been doing for the last 5 months is, when my son was younger, he was on a hockey team, just up here at the ice rink. And the kid who was a great goalie on the team, had all-American caliber, I thought, carried the team through so many tournaments, a guy named Johnny Bain. He's 20 years old, and, their family didn't come from a lot. And so Johnny joined the military, the Army, as a means to look down the road and go to college with the funds and things like that. And Johnny is now over in Baghdad. And I started a dialogue with him through his father, and talk to him on the internet. The military doesn't allow, they filter it too much that you never get an email back from John. But it's my understanding through his dad that, we can at least email him and he gets it on a pretty regular basis. So I've enjoyed this dialogue with Johnny and just, letting him know my thoughts and feelings. And although I try not to be negative, I try to just inspire him to, keep his helmet on as his head down. But it's a personal one-on-one contact that I have and a face to the enigma going on in Baghdad that I worry a lot about and I think about all the time. So, it is, as Noam Chomsky says, time to act to get active and participate and really join the chorus of voices that I've been listening to and hearing throughout the country, and I hope here in northern Arizona. God, your guest last week, I'm looking over to our host, right? Don, Uncle Don, really the strongest peace activist that we've had in this community. I remember the early days of the war and the bumper stickers, "Peace, Please," going out. We do have the crowd that meets on Saturdays, I want to say, at 5 o'clock in front of City Hall and wears black. Just maybe it's time to look inside yourself and ask, what can I do to join the chorus of voices opposing to stop this nonsense? And we here in Arizona, I think, can make a big difference. Just one voice at a time, and then start singing together. So that's what I wanted to focus my show on. It's not national politics. It's not it is national politics. It's not local politics, but in a sense, all politics can be local, and our voices can be heard if we start putting them together. So support people like Don. Support people down in front of City Hall. Honk if you just see them. Give them a peace sign. Let them know you're thinking about it, and email people you know. Let them know what's going on in Baghdad, and let's change the course of history forever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Peace. Have a good weekend. Back to you, Mark.